Hello everyone, my name is Barbara and I'm a Polish girl who lives in Ireland and likes knit. And today we have episode 60. Wow, 60 episodes really. We'll be chatting for a little bit longer, and what I'll be talking about, I'll be talking about KALs, I'll be talking about what's off my chest, what's off my needles, what's on my needles, giveaways that we run, and shop a little bit. Hopefully it won't be too long. I don't think I have that many to say and to share, but you know what? We shall see. First things first, just to let you know where you can find me as knittingILove almost everywhere. I have also a Polish channel. First episode is behind us, and I just call it knittingILovepl because Poland. Yeah. All links down below. If you have any Polish friends, tell them. Maybe they'll like that. Second of all, you will find timestamps down below if you want to skip to something. And yeah, and I have a little shop where you can find my pouches, which is called knittingILove.com. Thank you so much for clicking and checking me out and spending some time with me. I hope you're knitting something really great now. If you don't mind, write it down what that is. I'm interested. Because I have just two actually projects on my needles. What I'm wearing? Well, nothing woolly. It's so hot in Ireland that you would not believe, and I don't think anyone else believes. It has been like that for I think 3 weeks now. It's quite unbelievable. Believe me, unbelievable. So yeah, nothing woolly today. Not at all. KALs. And I have a surprise for you. Obviously, okay, first things first, if you've seen it before, we run Knit a Hat KAL. It's an annual KAL where you can knit hats because I'm a hat lover and I will probably cast on another hat in a while. But yeah, if you have knitted any hats and you haven't entered them yet, go check it out. Obviously, links down below. And yeah, if you knit any of my hats, I have some free and paid for pattern. You can enter them twice. The next one is a knitting crocheting make along because I've decided that I'm not really great in KALs. What do you think? Well, let's be honest, not really. And I just wanted to see what you're up to, what you have on your needles without any pressure of putting something out there. Whatever you knit or crochet, you can pop in there, well, finish objects. And no worries, for this one I also have a chatter thread. So yeah, so I'm interested in what you're knitting, what you're crocheting. There are amazing projects and link down below. Have a peek. And the third one, something new, will be Wild Bloom KAL. Ta-da! Which is my new design, and I've already created a chatter thread for those who would want to share what kind of yarn they use, what size they're going to make, they think they're going to make, anything with my brand new design. You know, it's not really that new because actually I designed it in April. It just took me a while to write down pattern for you. And this is how it looks, and it's cute, and this is an iron weight, although I have already projects on that, a Ravelry page, so you can check it out. My test knitters were knitting it in DK, and some are actually knitting in a fingering now. I think the second shawl they're knitting. I'm going to knit shawl with you, and we're starting right now. Well, obviously, if you have started already, because I posted the pattern a few days ago. So if you started, you can obviously include your whips. I haven't picked my yarn yet, and I'm tempted to knit it in maybe DK, I'm not sure, and large size. So basically my sample is a small size, then I have medium size, which is a brown one, and I'm thinking of knitting a large one because why not? Well, although you know what, the medium size is perfect for gift knit. The small size is for tiny people. I'm like 5'10", so 177 centimeters. So small could be. The small is just fine with me. Obviously, I show this, how I tied it over here. I wanted to show that kind of have a feature of a cowl, but this is quite tight. Anyway, okay, So I hope you join. I know some people bought my pattern, so I'm so excited, and some of you already said. So there is a chatter thread. I'm going to create a maybe finished object in the middle. I think I planned to finish the KAL at the end of August, and if not, I can extend it for another 2 weeks if that will work. Anyway, we shall see. I hope to hear from you soon up there. What's off my needles, what's off my chest. So first things first, there are 2 pair of socks. So the first one over here on the screen is a mirror socks. I knitted these as a gift knit. I gathered my knitting items in the beautiful box. Do you want to see the box? I never showed you the box. This is the box. And I have all the goodies for Christmas. And I'll be packing and choosing who will get what. No worries, I also have their prizes for KALs, just so you know. So right, so these pair of socks entered that lovely box, and I knitted them with yarn that I received from a Knit Crate sock crate membership. So Knit Crate bought one of the Knit Crate boxes. And what else I want to say about that? As usual, I was knitting them on US size 1, 2.25 millimeters, because I don't really pay attention too much to the gauge in regard to socks. Because I always knit them with negative ease, so they just, you know, stretch less. I love this base, Knit Crate base, because it's kind of plum version of a sock yarn. And what to say, I actually thought it's 75% merino, 25% nylon, and it's 25% wool, so that wool is quite amazing. And the colour, I love the way it pulled, actually. I'm shocked and kind of disappointed that I haven't knitted a hat with it, but obviously with a hat with different number of stitches this may not happen. But yeah, it's so lovely. It looks like, you know, from the drone or from camera above the sea, you see those waves. Anyway, I love it. Yeah, so watch it if you haven't. Obviously I always mention Knit Crate kind of supports this channel and is willing to give 20% off. You just use KAL20. It's affiliate link, so I'll just put a link down below if you're interested to grab a subscription. Grab it. We'll give you 20%. And then the second pair of socks I knitted for myself, I think. I'm not saying. But they're kind of my number of stitches, which is 56 stitches. And I'm knitting these with Barrage or something like that. It's a really nice yarn that I got as a gift, and when I get yarn as a gift, I want to knit it straight away. Obviously, I have few skeins that I got as a present, and I haven't even touched them for like over a year because they're so pretty, and I just want to knit something really, really special with it. With the sock yarn, you know what to knit, socks, so it's not a problem. So all the videos down below to my finished object videos if you haven't seen it yet, and these 2 socks I used to knit and record how I knit toe-up socks from the beginning till the end. And obviously with me I always have a boo-boo in the video, but at least I thought, because I already have Kitchener Stitch, Kitchener Stitch video, which, I don't know, it's 2 minutes. I figure out that, well, you know what, I'm going to show you how I'm going to wing it, so basically how I'm going to live with a boo that I made. Anyway, so check it out. This video is almost an hour long, and you can see loads of nice sweater sleeves there, because it took me a while to record it and then edit it. So I hope you're going to enjoy it. As I said, it's most of a recipe than anything else. There's different, you know yourself, ways of knitting socks. It could be toe up, it could be cuff down, it could be with different toe, it could be different decreases, stitches, and so on and so on. So there's loads of, you know, variations and things. But as I've been asked for like a year and a half to record something like that, I've decided, you know what, I'm going to spoil you. So you're getting it. So this is how I knit if I don't want to think, don't want to follow any pattern, just want to enjoy and just go with it. And the next one is about this beautiful shawl, which is Wild Bloom Shawl, and I posed the video, and if you subscribe, make sure, in case I design something new. I'm not a designer and then I have designs after another designs. Basically, if something hits me, well, hits me, you know, metaphorically hits me, and then I put yarn on my needles and then I knit something. At the moment I don't have anything, I don't have any ideas, I'm blank. I knit other designs and I enjoy knitting other designers' work, so I'm happy about that I'm just not focusing on me all the time. So yeah, I'm hoping that you're going to enjoy it. This is the way I love knitting shawls, I presume, because I'm explaining that in the video that I like to, even though you have to cast on loads of stitches at the beginning because this is bottom up shawl. Then you have that sensation, well, the first adrenaline of casting on the project. You're spending maybe first 2 hours on it and you're already feeling that you have less and less on your needles, which is just like drug. I would say, at least for me. So if you know any other bottom up shawls, let me know down below. I'd be really interested. Any comments you put down there will be eligible, is that a word? Will count for a giveaway. I'll tell you about giveaways in a while, but only one comment per person. If you want to reply and we're going to have a conversation, let's reply to the same your comment all the time, because when I draw random comment picker, I just pick the first that show up, not the actual conversations. I hope you know what I'm talking about. If you want to post the second one, reply to your own one, or you can also reply to other people too. So yeah, I'm so happy about it. You probably, if you've seen it, you know how weird I am on that video, but I so much love it. I'm going to cast it on. Hopefully I will pick yarn for the next episode, and that'll be it. We're going to knit together. I can't wait. I know a few people already started or going to start, and yay, my first ever pattern KAL. What I can say. I hope you're happy with me. Okay, and I was rambling and bumbling about this video, which is not really the best, I would say, but here on the screen eventually I posted up how to use knittingILove pouch. I have been selling my pouches for over a year, I think almost 2 years. Actually, I never pay attention to dates or numbers. I like connections. I like that I can send all over the world my pouches, and thank you so much for spreading the joy. Thank you so much for using this hashtag when you use them, because I can see them, anyone can see them, and I sometimes go over there, and if I see someone, I will grab and repost it in my stories. So feel free to do so. Yeah, please do use hashtag knittingILove pouch. In that video you can see how I use this pouch for my beautiful arboreal sweater. And you know, during the vlog I asked Seb to just grab the camera and film how I use the pouch for my 2 at a time socks. Actually the same thing for one sock at a time. I hope you're going to enjoy it. Maybe I'll put it at the end of this video in my shop section, because why not? Maybe just a glimpse. Okay, and I think that's all what's off my needles and what's off my chest. One more thing, I have recorded a second episode in Polish, so hopefully I'll be able to edit it at some stage and post it. I'm talking there about wool, yarn and wool. What I figure out, because most of the times I talk about this subject in English, so with you, and it's so hard for me to find actual words in Polish because, you know, you don't use it, you don't know it. So anyway, I figure out in my second episode in Polish on knittingILovepl channel, I'm going to post words and then a Polish word underneath it, just in case to be sure that I'm saying it right. I hope it's going to help to whoever is there Polish and is not aware of the terms, English terms, because it's not so simple to find in dictionary, and it's a slang, it's an urban language that, you know, we knitters talk, and it was a while for me to figure out what means what. So I hope that will help too. Okay, so yeah, so I'm very nervous of that, and what I'm talking about fiber. I think I start with that. I'm talking about the different types of fibers, that then we have synthetic or natural, and those natural divides to animal animal and to floral related, let's say it that way. Obviously, you know, a synthetic, we talk about acrylic, nylon, polyamide, polyamide, I think that's the other one in English. Now I don't know the English word. And then with naturals, we're talking about animal content and the floral content. Animal content, I'm talking about wool and how to breed. So because people don't know that, you know, because some people may know. I didn't know, for instance, there's a BFL. I didn't really know what BFL is anyway, like maybe a year ago, until I actually knitted a sweater with it. So yeah, then we were talking about different breeds of sheep, and then we we're talking about yak, which is a completely different animal. And then we're talking about two goats that gives us mohair, and then it gives us cashmere. And then I'm talking about natural fibers, so I'm talking about obviously cotton, then nettle, then linen, and then silk. Which silk I classified as something between, it's an animal content, but it's a completely different story. And yeah, I'm not going into details how it proceeds, but I also noticed that Vicky says different things in English in regards to linen than in Polish, in English than in Polish. So I think it's going to be quite interesting one if someone is going to watch it. Anyway, but I hope someone will one day and will benefit from it. Obviously, I didn't do like a proper research or anything like that, but just basic stuff. And I always encourage everyone who's watching even this episode to do your own research, because don't believe me, it might be wrong. So yeah, what's on my needles? Well, on, off, still on, I would classify it, but I was knitting a hat. I don't know, have I even told you in the previous one that I was going to knit it? Ta-da! Isn't it cute? I think it's so cute. Okay, so first things first, what the pattern is. The pattern is called, I think, Hyde Park. I think that's how you say it. Hyde Park hat by Tristan Molina. I hope I'm saying her surname right, or name. Tristan has an amazing podcast with her mom. She is amazing, and her mom, Yarn Dyer. And I've actually finished a hat, and I still haven't published finished object video because I still need a tag for it. And you know what, this kind of took my heart, what I can say. So hopefully those two finished objects will pop on my channel soon. So subscribe, hit that like, so you can all see this beauty. I did a few modifications in it. First of all, I made it shorter because my idea was to knit a hat for my sister. She loves natural yarn, and this is like the most rustic natural yarn I could ever find, I think. I'm not saying that it's the worst, but I was thinking about it. I actually put it on my head, and so when I'm sitting, I'm just having it on my head. I don't really feel anything strange about it. I actually feel that I could wear it, but then obviously I need to take into consideration if I walk with it and so on and so on. I think it's so cute. And we have cable. I know some of you are proud of me, aren't you? And I didn't use a cable needle. Basically what I was doing, I was just leaving few stitches on the needle, grabbing other half of those needles, sliding the needle, and then sliding back, and then I was knitting them. And it was fine. I'm not saying how many stitches we have on this cable because it's a paid for pattern, but I was able to grab it with 20% off. I love following designers, so follow designers, I will tell you, because most of them, I would say, when they release a pattern, they give you a small discount, so you can always grab it for a little bit cheaper. It's a very short period of time, but you can always do that. And because I like that, I always do that too. So if you want to, follow me on Instagram. Definitely, because we had 20% on this shawl. Right, love this hat. Do you want me to put on? It's cute. You know I like more beanie style, and anyway, my sister is shorter than I am, so it will fit her beautifully, and she will have that nice, and I can't wait. I'm thinking of putting some tags, so maybe you can help me with that. Wait. So here are tags. Actually, this set is in my shop. I have 3 colors, so I'm thinking which one should I put. I think the pink would suit beautifully with that grey, and I'm thinking either heart with a hand, because she will need to wash it with hand, or with a sheep because it is a sheep. So let me know, which one do you think? With a sheep or with a hand? now. So I was knitting it. I had to use my new bag from Handmade Bags by Diane, who actually is giving us 15% off in her shop. I'll leave link down below, so check it out. I love this one. It has a loop that I could go shopping with the string, my keychain hat. And over here we have needles. I use 40 centimeters, which is 16 inches cord with high highs, and we have over here, yeah, 3 millimeters needles. That's what I used. And here's my pouch. It's from Flower Park collection, Cafe Chocolate. I still have some yarn left. Well, I have plenty of this yarn. I actually want to knit a sweater with it. Yeah, I want to knit a sweater with it. I know it's going to be definitely slightly oversized, so it's not completely close to my body. But I'm just thinking, people are saying that if you use 100% wool, if you wash it more often, it gets a little bit softer. It's get that fleece effect, because I think the fiber maybe not felts a bit, but connects together, so that gives more smooth surface, let's say that way. I'm not going to tell you how much I use. I'm going to record a finished object video, and all those informations are going to be there. At the moment, I just wanted to say that I did a few changes, I think 3, and I'm going to leave it like that to spice things up and to make you to watch my finished object video. Right. So I classified that still as what's on my needles because I haven't finished it yet. I classified something that it's finished when I, have finished object video. So the second thing that I have still on my needles, because I still don't have a tag and I still want to do something with it, is my lovely sweater. Arboreal sweater by Jennifer Stained Gas. And it's here. Look at it. Ooh. You may notice a few differences, for instance, with the sleeves, the size, than anyone else's. Okay, so the yarn here is grey. It's not cream. It's more grey. And this is not black. This is very dark navy. I love it so much. Again, I'm going to record a finished object video. I'm going to tell you that it is oversized. I'm going to tell you what that reminds me, and what that reminds me a bit, and especially the whole size that I made. I'm going to tell you what kind of gauge I thought I have, and then what I figure out what kind of gauge I have, what kind of changes I made over here and with my sleeves, and then obviously I'm going to put it on and show you how I look in it. So yeah, so what I want to do more, I want to pick one of my tags and put them. I'm actually thinking of putting one over here because I think it's going to look cute. And I have a special collection which is called Color Collection, where hearts will be pointed properly and side will be pointed properly too. And I think to put it in front. In my last color sweater I put it in the back. I have some bigger tags that I want to put it down here, I think, and that'll be it. The second thing, I did over here something, and I see those pearl bumps. I hope you can see them too. And when I have my hand in it, you can see it. And I just think I need to find a solution for it. So if you can help me out, and you know what should I do, I was just thinking to grab a tapestry needle and just kind of stitch over it. But if you have better ideas, I'm always open to learn something new. So what's on my needles? I have only one thing on my needles, seriously. Okay, I have whips. Ages ago I started something and I haven't finished, right? Like a toy. I think I have it somewhere actually. But I received a beautiful gift. You're going to see it in a sec. You probably know from my Instagram, so maybe here. I did a swatch with 2 skeins of yarn that I received from Knit Crate membership boxes, May and June. And when I received June, I knew straight away what I'm going to do, that I'm going to pair them together and I'm going to knit a sweater. Well, sweater. For me, fingering weight would be like, let's call it pullover. Anyway, and I was looking for a pattern and I was actually thinking of creating something for myself. And when I literally wanted to do that, I checked my Reveille box and I received a gift from Vicky. Vicky is Davixted Design. She's a Canadian designer, and she lately, well, just a few days ago, designed a beautiful potluck pullover. It's for fingering weight yarn, and to be more precise, it's for minis. And here on the screen you can see her, a lovely finished object, and I thought, you know what, it'd be perfect, and especially when she said that her gauge was matching my swatch. So I cast it on, and because I didn't have minis, I just knew that I'm going to do some stripes. I did some stripes in my swatch, but I did a swatch flat, not in the around. So I couldn't actually have a go with any patterns designs, let's say that way. So I come up with the stripe numbers and some stitch pattern in the front, because the pattern is exactly the same in the front like it's in the back. Everything is in my beautiful Handmade Bags by Diane, and I have here sweater written down, and these beautiful, beautiful 2 cakes. They look like this, and they're actually the same, the same thickness. So we have 400 meters, which is 437 yards, both of them. It's only the content, so the blend is different. With the grey, we have here 40% merino wool, 40% Peruvian highland wool, and 20% nylon. So basically we have, you know, 80% wool over here and 20% nylon. And in the beautiful banana color, that's what they call it's 75% superwash merino, 15% nylon, and 10% cashmere. So we have the cashmere over here, so it's a little bit special. And actually I'm knitting this on 3mm, slightly different needles that actually pattern calls for. But you know yourself, if you don't know, be aware. Okay, our gauges may not work the same way with the same needles or the same yarn. The gauge is something that you can play with 2 features. You can change your yarn or you can change your needles. You can change everything to the way you like your fabric, and that's, I think, it's very important to knit a swatch, especially for a garment, because not only you try to match the gauge with the pattern design, but also, and then you can see yourself, do you see through the stitches? And if you do, you just need to do something about it. If you get a gauge and you can see through it, basically means probably that you need to change yarn because otherwise if you change needles, the gauge will change too. Anyway, that's a completely different topic, isn't it? And you probably know more than I know about it. So yes, I know. Look at this. Love it so much. Just took a photo for my Instagram, so you can have a peek there too. But this is how it looks. I haven't divided yet to the sleeves, but I'm actually maybe 2-3 rounds just to hit that spot. So here it is, and okay, so I'm showing you back. I want to show you the back. So this is the actual stripes you're going to get. I'm doing 3 grey and 1 bananas over here, but because the front and the back is knitted the same way, I wanted to spice things up and do something different that I can recognize it. Obviously I'm going to put my tags, but I'm created this messy stripe effect, let's say it that way, and I love it so much. Yeah, I love it so much. It's so much fun. So I can't wait to do that. And someone has asked me someone has said that I'm flying through it, and basically what I did, I printed pattern. I only printed 2 pages. I think there are 4 overall, but the first one is first 2 we have a photo, and then you have abbreviations and kind of information, you know, about a few things. Then you have a pattern on the 3rd page, on the 4th page, and 5th page is another photos and thanks and you know, informations and more information that is not related to the pattern. Let's say it that way. I hope I'm not harsh. I really love the pattern. So what I did, I read it through and I highlighted the size that I wanted to make. Meanwhile, while I was knitting it, then I changed my mind a bit in the middle because I double checked my gauge, and my gauge has changed. My gauge has changed with this sweater, which got bigger, and with this got smaller. I thought I'm going to go bigger again, so it's a little bit, I had to kind of jump through one another, but it kind of teach me how to create, how everything works. So I love it so much. I would recommend it to anyone who has never knitted a fingering weight sweater. Obviously no, I'll wait until I finish, you know, and I put it on. I'll tell you more. So anyway, when you read it, you get to the part when it says, now to block your work, give it a good soak, roll it up in a towel, do a happy dance on it, lay it flat to dry. So basically, you know, that do a happy dance on it, that's basically what motivates me to finish it. I love it. So yeah, hopefully this will be soon. Like I said, I don't have any socks on my needles, but I need to have one. I'm just thinking about a perfect sock yarn to knit a perfect Christmas socks for someone, definitely. And I'll be still knitting on it because it's mindless. It's lovely, and there is some elements just in the front that I have to play with it, but it's just still mindless too. Mindless too. I love it so much. Ah, I know it's a completely different thing than this photo, right? But the structure, it's kind of the same. I took the color from the small size, but I think I'm doing the body for the medium size. And I knit them all in just 3mm needles. I just didn't go needle size smaller. I probably will regret that because the color is nice to have it a little tighter. So we shall see how it goes. Stay tuned. And everything in my pouch. Okie dokie. Alright, so I think that's all. I hope I haven't forgot about anything. So let's move on to giveaways. So in the last episode, I received a beautiful, lovely bag. Beautiful. For socks, hats, and amazing yarn. Here it is. On the screen you see what the content is, and woolly elephant yarns. So I'm going to leave a link down below to their shop. You know, I'm tempted, I didn't want to do it last time, but you know what? Whoever wins it, I hope you don't mind me do this, because I just want to do this. So look at that. This is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. Beautiful, beautiful yarn. And the color is Blue Lagoon. Beautiful. You see how it matches? And I'm putting on the top of that my new design for a winner. So I don't know who the winner is yet, but while I'm editing and probably you watching now, I know now who won. So please check the screen because that's the winner. I used a random comment YouTube picker to pick the winner, and please get in touch with me because you got this amazing bag, this yarn, and my lovely new pattern. I hope you're going to enjoy that, and I hope you're going to join us in a Wild Bloom KAL. Congratulations! And guys, obviously we have episode 60 and I have some goodies for you, and I thought with the 60 I'm going to give 3 patterns away. So I'm going to draw 3 times in the next episode. How fun is that? And I'm going to go with the order I received patterns. I received first pattern from Jenn Sheelen. Hi Jen. And her beautiful shawl, which is called Springtime Melody. So you can see it on the screen with how beautiful it is. And the second pattern, which I'm actually knitting now, is the potluck pullover by the Fixed Design. Vicky! So that's the second prize, and the third prize will be my own design, which is Wild Bloom Shawl by me, Barbara knittingILovepl. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you can't wait to watch another episode. To enter that, please leave a comment down below, say a few words to me. I've obviously have a few questions for you, so you can answer any of that. Give me some suggestions. Let me know about, for instance, shawls that can be done from the bottom up. Do you know any? Or is it the only one you know now? I normally have so many questions for you before I record, and I'm sitting and I don't have any clue. But yes, the other thing is always a good thing to have a friend who sends you a book. Right, I haven't opened that for ages. 99 things that bring me joy. I remember I received it last year, I think. And what I do, I open it randomly and I try to answer a question. So that helps you if you don't have a clue what to write down below. Yay! 39. One small thing you would like to remember about today. One small thing that you would like to remember about today. Okay, I have it. Random facts about me, I would say now, hey? So anyway, I don't listen to music. I would say I don't have a habit to listen to music. I treat music as my caffeine in case I feel very low or my body feels very low. I try to spice things up. I believe that smile is contagious. So then I believe that any positive vibe, and by vibe the music gives you that vibe, it provides that positive, if you're listening to positive music, positive energy in you. So I call it like my body charger. And what I've created lately, I'm trying to create, is a playlist with the happy songs, okay? And I actually have a playlist on this channel and you can have a look. So it starts with one song, there's another song, and if you have any suggestions what else I could put in there, please don't leave links because YouTube will will count you as a spam, but just write a name of the song and I will Google it myself, or YouTube it by myself. I would like to remember about today because that really helped me to put that, especially that first music, that first song up there, to kind of build yourself up. So this is what I want to remember. I want to remember from today that any positive energy is contagious. So if you smile, someone will smile back at you. If you send good thoughts, someone else will send good thoughts towards you. If you, it may not go back straight away, but sometimes it does come back straight away, and we're so surprised about it, and we're in such a shock that we have never done it before. It's like with me listening to that song. So check it out. It was today. And yesterday actually too. So please check it out and this question and answer down below too. I'm interested. Right, and we're going to the last section, which is my shop. And as I said, I was eventually drawn to record that video how I'm using my pouches because it is so obvious for me, but it's not for everyone, right? And I don't have any instructions, and I need to put that video still on my website for people to see while they're purchasing pouches, so they can go back to it and have a look if they're not on YouTube, for instance. So I'm up there. I have still loads of things to do in regards to my little shop, and thank you so much for your support. I love sending packages your way. If you receive my package, you know how I put a personal touches in them, and I hope you're happy with that. So I'm going to leave you now, and thank you so much for watching and clicking. Please use hashtag knittingILove, show me what you're knitting, go check Instagram and say hello to me over there too. And I'm going to leave you with a good thought and positive vibes and with that song out there, so check it out definitely. Bye!